if you're a non-math student and very scared of mathematics in CA Foundation, then this video is definitely for you, where I'm going to be discussing how to strategize your mathematics paper in CA Foundation. And I've used all these tips to clear my CA Foundation in my very first attempt. And I've got all of these tips from my uncle, my dad, who have all got rank in their chartered accountancy course. So you're going to get a lot of insider tips from rank holders, and these are tips that are not being discussed elsewhere. So please stay tuned till the end. I'm Megha Bansali, Indian Qualified Chartered Accountant and ACCA. Now, to begin with, let's start with generic math tips which you should be following. First and foremost, please make a list of formulas that are applicable and make it in a separate sheet. My suggestion is to make it in one sheet itself, or take two sheets maximum, which you can see on your study table. Pin it on your study table so that you can seeing it regularly, and subconsciously you're remembering the formulas. And statistics is all about formulas, so please do pin down your formulas and list it properly. Second is, please have a good hang on your calculator. You should be able to use your calculator even without looking at it, like how you normally use a keyboard. So know your calculator really well. It will help you increase your speed. Second, know some formulas, know some good hacks on your calculators which will help you save a lot of time in the examination. So it is very important to learn that. If you haven't attended classes, then you can find these hacks on a lot of YouTube videos. So just refer to them. Even if you have just last 15 days, it is worth doing these hacks, watching those YouTube videos and getting to know those hacks. Please time yourself really well. So you follow the rule, 1 minute, one question. Now in the examination, don't start timing each question, because it's a very time consuming affair. You can't say question 1, okay, 1 minute. Question 2, okay, 2 minutes. It's not practically possible. Please do not do that. Take set of questions, okay, 10 questions, 10 minutes. 20 questions, 20 minutes. So break down your questions like that in the examination. And guys, remember, it's a objective type of paper, so it is very simple to pass the examination. And yes, one more hack which I wanted to discuss is basically one of the secret hack that I have. Now, since it's an MCQ paper, what advantage you have is you can move backwards. Okay, let's say there's a logic question, okay, and you're not able to understand how to figure it out. Calculate backwards. Okay, to just give you a simple example, they have said the father is 5 years elder than the son, or those kind of questions. You will get age of father, age of son as the answer. You can start solving backwards. When you solve backwards, so pick each option. Option A, move back to the question. Do option B, move back to the question. You will automatically get the answer. So even if you're struggling with some logic questions, even relevant for equation related questions, you can move backwards. So what will happen is, you will be sure that yes, my answer is right. You can follow this mechanism for logic and for your equation question. So that will help you get those extra marks in the questions that you're not sure of. And yes, I know there is negative marking in the paper, but guys, all you have to do is attempt 52 right answers, and even if the rest of them are wrong, you're still going to pass your paper. So don't worry, it is just about getting 52 right answers, which you can easily crack in 1.5 hours, even if you're not able to complete the rest of the paper. This is a tip for a non-math student. Now, if you are someone who's from math background, or who has kind of completed majority of your syllabus, my suggestion for you is practice as many questions as you can. Do a lot of past papers, because the amount you're going to practice, you're going to make yourself better. And target a good 60 plus in your math, because you need to get two subjects 60 plus to kind of get your aggregate. So if you are from a math background, your math is very strong, please target good 60 plus. Improve your time management so that you can solve question faster, and you're more confident in the examination. And if you're targeting 60, at least 80 question right is what you should be targeting. That's when you will be able to get good 60 plus in your examination. And please solve your additional question banks. past papers, all questions from ICI module, your MTP, RTP, all of those will help you get these extra marks in mathematics. If you're a non-math student, you have to strategize your preparation really well. Now, how you should look at it, don't look at it as one paper, please look at it as three different subjects, okay? One is your maths, one is logic, one is statistics. Now, if I look at these three differently, first to start with logic, logic is just going to come for 20 marks, and honestly it's not related to maths, it's a common sense paper. No matter what competitive exam you're writing, logic reasoning will be there. So this part of the paper should be your strong focus. You should target good 20 on 20 in your logic reasoning paper. Now, when you do that, you will get very confident about the paper. You will be, okay, 20 marks I've already got, only 20 more is what I need to target. So please target a good 20. And again, like the hack I mentioned, you can work reverse for your logic questions. It will always work. Now, moving on to statistics. Honestly, statistics is a very, very easy subject. I had studied statistics in my 12th standard, and I had got 100 on 100 in my stats paper. So, honestly, it is very, very easy paper. All you have to do is remember the formula, apply the formula. There is no brainer that is required in your stats other than probability. Probability, yes, is a difficult topic, skip it. Okay, if you're targeting only 40 in your maths, you can skip your probability part of it. The rest, just remember the formulas, apply the formulas, it will work. Now, to master this, you need to practice. So practice as many questions as you can for your statistics paper, because that will help you get lot of confidence in stats, and you will really get good marks in stats. Lastly, moving on to your maths. Now, if you have gained confidence on logic and stats, math will become lot more easier. In math, two topics come from your 10th standard syllabus: your ratios, equations, linear equations, and your time value of money. Time value of money is very simple, simple interest, compound interest, time value of money, and these are very, very relevant if you're going to be studying your chart accountancy course. So even if you focus on just these two chapters, you will get at least 15-20 marks from these two chapters in your examination. So you are targeting your high weighted chapters, and this is how you can target a good 40 in your paper. Logic, reasoning, stats, you do it completely. From your mathematics part, just do your 10th standard syllabus. Do not do more than that. I hope you found this video useful, and you've got some good tips. In case you require any kind of assistance for your CA Foundation preparation, you can definitely reach out to me. Details have been shared here. And do subscribe for more such tips.